Namaste students. In previous chapter we have learnt about role of government in health. Now we are going to study about chapter 3 in civics, that is how the state government works. Government in India works at three levels, that is local level government, state level government and national level or central level government. We have already learnt about the local level government in 6th standard. Is it right? Like Panchayat Raj system, municipal corporation, municipal council, Gram Sabha, everything. Now let's learn about state level government. In this lesson, we have to study about what is the work of the government at the state level, how does this take place in the democracy, what is the role of a member of the legislative assembly, how do people express their views or demand action from government. Let's start with the story, whose responsibility. See these pictures, they are reading newspapers. It says that there is a water shortage in our state and people are falling sick. In many villages, people were found to be drinking unclean water. Streams have dried up and so have tanks. In the worst affected areas, villagers have been carrying water across great distances. People at the district Patalpuram receive water supply once in 3 days. The district hospital here is overflowing with patients, a large number of whom are children with acute diarrhea. On the TV news, they said 10 people have died from diarrhea. Some roads are blocked due to the rally. They have garroted the MLA's residence, and they demand that the authorities take immediate action to bring the public health situation under control. These are the problems we have seen in this story. In this story, they said MLA must take the responsibility for this. Can you tell me whose responsibility for all these issues? So, the role of state government is very important because this state government acts as a link between the people and the central government. Now, there is one important person in state government, which is the MLA. The full form of MLA is the members of the Legislative Assembly. Who is an MLA? Members of the Legislative Assembly are elected by the people. Every state is divided into constituencies and the number of constituencies changes according to the sizes and populations of the states. People from each constituency elect their representative through voting, and those elected representatives are called members of Legislative Assembly. MLAs come from different political parties or there in one legislative assembly in every state. What is constituency? All voters are to vote for one of the candidates. In case of municipal elections and other local bodies elections, the constituencies are known as wards. Thus, there may be as many wards or constituencies as the number of elected seats in the elected body. For example, let's see this picture. This is Tamil Nadu. Elections in Tamil Nadu are conducted every 5 years to elect the state assembly and its share of members to the Lok Sabha. There are 234 assembly constituencies and 39 Lok Sabha constituencies. The state has conducted 15 assembly elections and 16 Lok Sabha elections since independence. So, depending upon the Tamil Nadu populations, Tamil Nadu is divided into 235 constituencies. It means the region of Tamil Nadu is divided into 235 portions. Each portion is called as constituencies. Each constituency covers many villages. So I think now you cleared about what is constituency means. Let's see who are the majority and opposition parties. MLAs come from different political parties and there is one legislative assembly in every state. The political party whose MLAs have more than half the number of constituencies in a state is known as the majority or ruling party, and all the other parties together are called opposition parties. Chief Minister and other ministers. MLAs of the ruling party choose or nominate their leader for the post of Chief Minister of the state, but the CM is formally appointed by Governor. The Chief Minister selects other ministers who are asked to manage different departments, ministries of the government. Such ministers have dual responsibilities, those of an MLA as well as of a minister. The Legislative Assembly is the place where all state related issues and problems are discussed and debated. All decisions are taken jointly by the Chief Minister and other ministers, but they need approvals of MLAs. The Chief Minister and other ministers are together called the executive part of the state government, while all the MLAs together are called the legislative part of state government. Let's look at the working of the state government. The Legislative Assembly can make new laws which are implemented by various departments such as health, education, agriculture, etc. It can also establish committees to solve particular issues. All the departments in the state government are answerable to Legislative Assembly for their actions. People come to know about what the state government does through different means of mass media. The government is also answerable to people who elected it. Let's recall this chapter. Government in India works at the national level, state level, and local levels. Every state has a legislative assembly and it comprises of democratically elected MLAs from different constituencies. The political parties whose candidates win more than half of the constituencies nominate the chief minister and other ministers from the MLAs, and the remaining parties are together known as the opposition. The chief minister and other ministers, with the approval of the legislative assembly, make new laws and resolve the state's issues. What value we have learnt in this lesson? To gain a sense of nature of decision making within a state government, to understand the extent of power and authority exercised by the state government over people's lives, get a critical sense of politics underlying the provision of services or the distributions of resources. Whatever it is, we must follow the rules and regulations. Thank you.